Hey guys, Big Gun 81 here. Hope you're all doing well. Before we begin the show, this firearm has been safety checked. No cartridges in the chamber, no magazine in the mag well. So let's have some fun. Today we're going to be checking out my Aries Tactical Competition holster here. Now, you may have seen the pictures of it from my Facebook page or Twitter or whatever. Or even Aries Tactical's Facebook. I believe they had it on there as well. I had to make this for me for my 226. And let me show you a couple things about it. First off, like I said, competition holster. So it's got this big cutout here, or big opening, so that when you unholster, I'll kind of try to demonstrate this holding it up here at kind of an awkward angle, but I can flip the muzzle out much quicker because of that opening. That's pretty neat. Also, if you notice, there's a slight flare here, a little more than slight, just a little bit of a flare. And the benefit of that is, if you're coming in with a very slight angle, see if I can demonstrate this, it helps guide the muzzle in to the holster. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you're pointing it at your leg or your side of your body when you're reholstering by any means. That's not a good idea. But if for some reason you're a little bit off or close to the edge, it'll help guide you in. So that's pretty neat. I can go ahead and set the pistol down here and show you guys. The next thing is, and again, this is made in the U.S. by the way too. The attachment here is not made by Aries Tactical, but this is what they sell with it as part of the package. This is a Blade Tech. I believe it's called a Tech Lock. I'm not sure. Basically attachment, and it's also made in the U.S. Very cool little piece. And I'll show you about it is this. First, you flip this little latch down, squeeze the two little tabs on the side, and you open it up, kind of like a clamshell. And why I like that so much is because, unlike my other holsters, where I have to take my belt off and slip the belt through the loops on the holster, this one I can just go ahead and slide my belt, or slide this, actually close it a little bit, slide the belt, if you guys can see that, into the attachment, close it up, lock it down with a little lock on the bottom, and we're good to go. The other thing is, this attachment itself is also adjustable. As far as you've got these two little guides here, for lack of a better term, and you can pop one out, put it on towards the top, and then have your belt run through the center of the two guides. They kind of fit in these little slots here, and so it's adjustable to, I forget the exact measurements, but most any belt you're going to run, really. You might be able to get a little bit of a height adjustment out of it, but not much. I better not close that because I want to show you, speaking of adjustments, you might notice, I don't know if you guys can see this, where the screws come through the kydex there, that there's extra holes, one towards the front and one kind of behind the screw, which is kind of hard to see back there. I guess you can kind of see it down in there. And there's one also at the top, which is a little easier to see because you can actually see it from the outside. What those are all about is you can adjust the placement of the Blade Tech attachment. You can basically tilt it, cant it, forward or back, one position. You can also bring the attachment up a position by utilizing the different holes on the back of the Blade Tech attachment. So you've got some room for adjustability and customization there. That's a really cool feature on it, especially when you know that running different holsters and gear for competition is very much a personal preference as far as what kind you're going to run, where you're going to place them on your body, and that's really a personal preference type thing. And again, I like this two-tone material here. I picked the blue and the black. I just thought that was kind of cool. The black being like a carbon fiber-esque look there. You also got the tension screws here, the tension adjustment, so you can adjust how tight the holster is going to grab onto your pistol. And I'll just kind of demonstrate that really quick here. Again, this has been safety checked already. See, I can shake the holster, pistol's not falling out. That slides out pretty easily, and you can play again with the adjustment on it. So that's pretty much it. Made in the U.S. You know, Blade Tech made in the U.S. also. So we got Aries Tactical hand making these holsters, and Blade Tech making a nice attachment that they sell with them. Very happy with it. Very pleased with it. Also, I got the mag carriers as well. I got two of these guys. Now, as far as the adjustment on these goes, as far as the attachment is concerned, again, there might be some room for adjustment, but not really. I mean, you get some adjustment maybe with the belt, you know, with those little guides I was talking about. I love this too. It does actually say, if you guys can even see that fine print there, made in the USA. Love it. You probably can't really adjust the height so much by the screws because positioning, unless you were to drill some different holes, which I wouldn't really advise. There's no really point to doing that. You can adjust the position of the attachment forward, you know, if you want to go forward on it, but there's really no point in doing that either. You know, I think they're pretty much set where you're going to be running them, and you know, more than anything, your holster itself for the pistol is really what you're going to be playing with the adjustment on. So either way, pretty neat gear. Check them out, ariestactical.net, and I'm very happy with them so far, and I can't wait to be running these in the next 3-gun match, which is coming up, well, very soon. So anyway, guys, go out and have some fun with your gear, and have fun shooting.